Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the Eternal Exodus Kickstarter campaign, which is a Shin Megami Tensei-like monster taming jrpg with crafting and fusion, as it states in the title. Basically, if you're a fan of SMT, you might want to check this thing out. We're going to be going into the trailer itself first, and then we're going to head into the bulk of the information, and I'll sort of give you guys my thoughts and whatnot. So, anyways, let's check it out. What the heck? All right, it's the fusion mechanic, a little in depth. All right, okay. So the project is 87% funded as of the time this video is going live. It's got 26 days left in its campaign, and yeah. So if you don't already know, Eternal Exodus had a previous Kickstarter campaign that was unsuccessful, but since then, the developer has stated that they've kind of stepped up. Put some better backer goals, just had a more organized campaign. They spent more time sort of building the community and whatnot. So we're going to go into this. I do think the Kickstarter, from what I've seen, is a lot more sort of concise. It's not super long-winded and unnecessarily complex like I've seen some monster taming Kickstarters in the past, but let's get into it. So Eternal Exodus is a story-driven monster catching RPG set in the afterlife with unique mechanics like crafting and fusion. The game will launch on Steam, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One with at least 10 to 15 hours of main story content plus several side quests. The game centers around catching demons and fusing them together. Each species has various strengths and weaknesses, and they can learn and pass on unique spells and passive abilities, leading to endless combinations of highly customized parties. You got some cool images here. So we got like the battle scene. We got like some RPG stuff. Here we got a mini game, which is pretty cool. You got your house. And yeah, you get a little clip of like what's going on there. Random encounters are no longer an immersion-breaking surprise. The orb on the top right transitions to red as you get to an enemy nearby. I want to say that there's another game that does this already. I could be wrong about that. I could have sworn there was one SMT game that did this, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Fuse your demons into new species, inheriting up to 4 active and passive abilities, so just like SMT. And then you could also, there's also like a half Japanese, half English mode, so you can kind of like, if you're learning Japanese, you can kind of use it to practice your your languaging. They have like a multi-language feature, which is pretty cool. So for the story, they have Eternal Exodus takes place in the afterlife where biological immortality is real, thanks to a rare medicine called ether. The crown rations the medicine out to the inhabitants of the world, keeping them docile with the promise of eternal life. Through unfortunate circumstances, our protagonist Apollo quickly finds himself an enemy of the state, and the only way to survive is via the mercy of a band of revolutionaries. At the same time, something much bigger is unraveling, and the secrets of the metaphysical fabric of the universe, hidden away for hundreds of years, are about to be uncovered again. You got a little information about the soundtrack, which we're not going to get into here, but it's got a lot of, as it says here, electric guitar, violin, and piano. And then we got some starter demons. So here we got Toxislug, an earth type with a high HP and defense, but lower attack and magic capabilities. We got Blazimp, a fire type with high magic power. Skullray, who looks very familiar, but is not the same. A water type with well-rounded stats. And then you got characters. Apollo was reborn into the afterlife near a small village called Minden. He spends his days as a blacksmith, crafting weapons for other demons until Mayor William delivers the news. Today he begins as a demon summoner. It's not long before he crosses paths with the Resistance, a group determined to free the medicinal powers of ether from the Crown's control, so that everyone may live forever, not just the Crown's chosen ones. Excuse my stuttering today. Mayor William welcomes new villagers to Minden. They're reborn and trains them to be blacksmiths, devil summoners, innkeepers, and other roles associated with raising and fighting demons. What is he planning, and why is he raising a village full of combatants? Here you got Bart. Bart lives in Port PA, an oceanfront town where he rents boats to travelers whenever he's not praying at the temple. Devotedly loyal to the crown, he's suspicious of Apollo and refuses to rent a boat to him initially until catastrophe rocks the seaside village. Here, Charlotte lives as well. She's married to Bart. She puts on a pious facade, concealing her involvement with the Resistance, something Bart would be furious to learn. You have Terrace, aka the One Piece guy, is a demon summoner who's risen through the ranks of the Resistance with his unparalleled ability to train demons. He believes that the ends always justify the means, leading to sometimes unpopular decisions, with others critical of his apparent lack of regard for human life. Roscoe, oh god, I see me down there. Roscoe serves as a tactician of the Resistance, planning its attacks on the crown, or at least he did until a botched mission resulted in his capture. Now he's stuck in Takar prison, eagerly awaiting his release or his execution. Gym leader Ed, the legendary monster taming YouTuber himself, makes a cameo in the game, complete with his own gym. Can you defeat his party of brutal demons? This is just a sample of the many characters that make up the story and world of Eternal Exodus. So yes, I'm not going to go too much into the dev team stuff because you guys can check that out as well. It is linked below. Josh asked if I wanted to be in the game, and I was like, hell yeah, why not? So I'm already in Coromon. I'm in Serialum Ultimate. There's a couple other games that I'm planning to show up in. So yeah, I'm basically just like Mike Tyson from the 80s, just, being in Punch-Out and some other games. I'm basically the Mike Tyson of monster taming at this point, but it's all good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Eternal Exodus Kickstarter. Definitely, I hear a lot of people saying that they are wanting games that are more like Shin Megami Tensei or just not like Pokemon. And this is kind of where you got to put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? Like, not even just this game specifically, but there are a lot of monster taming games in the genre that are not like Pokemon, and we should be supporting the games that we really like, right? So a lot of people want games that are not like Pokemon. So if this does interest you, go check it out, go support it. It's almost funded anyway, but it's just, at the very least, go check out their Twitter page, which will be linked below, and just like, whether it be financially or not, just support the types of games you like, whether it be just by following them or donating, whatever. Because if you're going to complain that there's a lot of Pokemon-like games in the genre, which I've already discussed at length why they're not actually the majority, they're just the more popular ones. But if you want more games that aren't like Pokemon to become more popular and to become more, I guess you could say, noteworthy in the genre, like, this is where you kind of do it. If you want something to be more popular, you got to be part of that. So definitely check them out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.